Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for November. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. I'm going to be looking at your past, present, future, starting off with some oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, we will be rolling some dice to get some initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. All right. Goodness. I have 3 dogs. There's hair everywhere. All right. In the recent past, we have the poet, relationships and vulnerability. Somebody before you had this in their future. Who was it? I'm not certain. Maybe it was Scorpio. All right, let's see. Aquarius. Relationships and vulnerability. You opened yourself up to somebody. The Page of Swords. But you were very careful about it. I feel like you had to do your research before you opened yourself up. You saw the potential in something. But you didn't let yourself take a leap. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. You didn't let yourself take a leap. The Fool is a leap of faith. 4 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands. Why didn't you allow yourself this? It's like there's a holding back of sorts, despite the potential in this. Should I, shouldn't I? The Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups. You didn't trust this person. Why? 9 of Pentacles. Maybe it wasn't about trust after all. Maybe it was because you feel safer when you're by yourself. Maybe it's difficult for you, or it was difficult for you to be vulnerable because you've been hurt so many times. The Queen of Pentacles can be highly independent regardless of gender. The 9 of Pentacles is the card of independence, hyper independence. Knowing that you've worked very hard on yourself to allow somebody else to come in and shake that up, right? But the 9 of Pentacles is the benchmark for me as a reader. Once we get to the 9 of Pentacles, the last ace is given by the universe to complete the 10 of Pentacles. Because when we're in this reality, it prevents codependency. But I'm getting a staunchness here. The Page of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. You wanted more. You wanted this person to convince you that they were the one. You wanted to see that unconditional love. It's like you wanted this person to work for your trust, to work to show you the potential that this relationship carries. Before you could take a leap. I feel like you wondered if there was something better out there for you, because the promise that we were talking about here, maybe it wasn't tangible enough. Okay, we'll keep this out. Let's see what we have in the present. We have the Champion, achievement, downfall. This is the Ace of Swords, a double-edged sword of truth. Right? The truth can sometimes hurt, but at the same time, it can set you free. Strength again. I feel like, Aquarius, your commitment to yourself has been tested through this entire process. And I have been talking about that because the nodes have shifted into Aries and Libra. Aries being the sign of individuality and autonomy and independence, right? And Libra being a sign of connections, commitment, friendships. it's time for us, especially after these very difficult eclipses in October, to decide where we stand better. Do we stand better by ourselves, or do we stand better with another? That is that tug of war that's been happening in everybody's life right now, including my own. Achievement and downfall. The Strength card can be unconditional love for self, but the Strength card can also be unconditional love for another, and I feel like that is where the fear is coming in. Should you allow yourself to be vulnerable? Is this relationship going to be your strength or your downfall? And it's causing a whole lot of anxiety, the Eight of Swords. You don't want to lose yourself. I'm getting that very strongly, but with the Hierophant, this potential is not false, my friend. The Hierophant is higher commitment. It's heightened spirituality. We have the Three of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords and the Champion. What did I say? The double-edged sword of truth. Archangel Michael's sword of truth. We have the High Priestess with the Seven of Cups. Your subconscious mind is muddled. I won't be surprised if you're having trouble sleeping. I won't be surprised if your dreams are incredibly vivid and you wake up tired. Because not only is your conscious mind processing all of this information, it's trickling down into your subconscious. That infinity symbol on this lion's third eye is telling me that you have very high hopes, as we all do, for your future. And you want something that it's going to allow you to stay vulnerable for the rest of your life without questioning the other person's intentions. Because for an Aquarius to let their walls down can be incredibly difficult. And it's almost like you're telling yourself that if you let your walls down once, you don't want to put them back up again because you've done that way too many times. You know what I mean? The Ace of Swords again. I love this reading. It's coming up so many times. You are clearer than you realize, Aquarius. Your mind is clearer than you realize. You just need to get rid of the rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish from the past that's tainting your present. And it may be tainting a very whole connection, a very beautiful connection. It's putting fear in your head. Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. You're wondering if this is permanent. You're wondering if this is authentic. What did I say? I'm going to mess up the spread. Once you reach the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace is offered to you by the universe to complete the 10. Look at the placement of the cards. Don't get in your own way, my friend. Don't let previous trauma get in the way of something beautiful that wants to be created here. Take that leap. Oh my God, what a beautiful reading. You remember the Fool came up when we were finishing off right here. There has to be a level of trust, if not for this person and this connection, but faith in the universe that is never going to let you fall. It's never going to let you fall. I don't know why I shuffled. Anyway, the Queen of Cups with the Page of Cups and Temperance. Keep your heart open. You have the potential to love endlessly and unconditionally, and I feel like you deserve to experience that in return. It's out there for you. But you need to allow yourself to keep your heart open and not expect for the other shoe to drop every time you are. The Merchant, self-worth and trade. This is the Six of Pentacles, kind of, and the Justice card. Self-worth and trade. What are you trading? Trading your independence for happiness? Or are you trading your independence for codependency? That is the question everybody is asking themselves right now. The Page of Cups, vulnerability. The Magician, power. And the King to the Queen of Cups. My goodness, this reading is beautiful. Page of Pentacles and the Death card with the Devil and the Hermit. You've done enough work on yourself to not have to ask yourself these questions. You've done enough work on yourself to not fall into any traps. Trust your judgment. I feel like you're not trusting your judgment. Forget trusting another person. Some of you may be telling yourselves that you landed into difficult situations because you couldn't see the truth of somebody. You couldn't see that darkness with the devil. You were too immature with the Page of Pentacles to actually know what that person was all about. But I feel like now things are very different. You've grown up. You know your self-worth. You know you're not going to trade your independence for anything bad. You can still maintain that self-worth. You can still maintain that independence while you're in a relationship. And those are the healthiest ones. You're not going to lose your power, because I feel like whoever this person is, regardless of gender, with the King of Cups, there's a lot of emotional stability here. The Three of Pentacles. Start small. Baby steps, right? Maybe a friendship is in the cards for now. Maybe that friendship is going to then eventually blossom. Maybe that friendship is needed for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to build that trust with this person. The Seven of Wands and the Magician with the Knight of Swords. Watch your words, Aquarius. I feel like, it's like not attacking, but walking up to a wounded bear, right? The bear is going to feel threatened regardless of how good your intentions are. It's almost like you're a wounded bear, right? You're carrying that trauma, you're carrying those wounds. And when this person does approach you, you may feel like you need to defend yourself. That self-preservation mode kicks in. I'm losing my words. Self-preservation mode kicks in. Because you have been hurt and you're worried you're going to get hurt again. Watch your tone, watch your words. Try not to hurt this person. It's usually the other way around, where another person's hurting the querent, which is you. I feel like you may have the capacity to hurt this person more than you realize, because there is an investment here. They are invested in this much more than you are. Queen of Wands with the King of Cups, and we have the Empress. I'm not going to pull more with the Seven of Cups and the Hierophant. You're worried that you're just another option. You're worried there are more people here. I can tell you that there aren't. There's a lot of attraction here, most definitely. This person is very heavily attracted to you. There's a lot of emotional attraction even, not just physical. They see you as the Empress regardless of gender. You may be seeing yourself as the Page of Pentacles, but they're not. They want to build something wonderful here with you, Aquarius. Just need to allow yourself to be a little free and take a few risks. The Queen of Wands takes risks, right? Trust that the universe is going to break your fall, because it will. If this doesn't work out, I'm not psychic. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can only guide you and tell you which folks are going to present themselves on your road, on your journey, right? And how to walk those paths. It's entirely in your hands. All right, we have Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have Scorpio heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but we are in Scorpio season, right? So this is pretty much saying that this is definitely the reading for now. But it is also saying that Pluto has finally, the ruler of Scorpio, has finally gone direct on the 10th of October. And once Pluto goes direct, transformation is in our hands again, right? There aren't any wrecking balls coming our way. We can decide when we need to demolish what it is that we need to demolish, if we need to demolish it at all. But this is trauma that needs to be worked with, so you don't carry it forward into potentially wonderful relationships. All right, we have the number 5. This could talk about the 5th house. It could talk about creativity, romance, play, dating, friendships, allowing yourself to be more playful, allowing more light into your life, right? This is also Leo energy. It could also talk about change. If you've been seeing 555 a lot, it talks about something new coming in, something fresh coming in. And these eclipses have made sure we get our fair share of freshness, whether we like it or we don't, whether it's, well, Chinese in the fridge or it's a stick of celery. The universe is only going to put in what we need in that moment, whether we like it or we don't. So accept that change gracefully. It's going to serve you well. Then we have Saturn. Interestingly, Saturn is retrograding right now, but it's going direct very soon on the 4th of November in Pisces. Once Saturn goes direct, it's almost like detention is over. You know, the lessons can begin again, of course, but your hands are not bound anymore. Your hands are not tied anymore. All right, let's see now. Let's get some initials to close this off. We have the letters T, Q, F, O, X, D, and Y. These could be your initials, they could be the initials of the person you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Alright, Aquarius, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.